Hello friends and welcome to the Saitama Stacker channel. If you're already a member of the Wolfpack, I appreciate you stopping in and supporting the content. If you are not currently holding Saitama token, I hope that you find this information valuable as you evaluate whether or not this token is right for your investment portfolio. Please know that these videos are strictly for entertainment purposes and not intended as investment advice. Do your own research before you purchase this token or any token for that matter. I want to get started off tonight with a big congratulations to the SHIB Army. Those who've watched my videos before know that I am holding Shiba Inu tokens. I have them staked on the Shiba swap, and I also have liquidity tokens over there. And Shiba Inu today was listed on Coinbase. And you can see as a result, big moves. Up 27% currently, which is very exciting for members of the Shiba Inu community and something to look forward if you're part of the Saitama community. But I don't normally talk a lot about Shiba Inu as this is intended to be for Saitama, but there's something here that I tried to illustrate previous in a video token called Is Now the Time to Buy Saitama? And I'll try to have that pegged to the end of this so you can watch it if you didn't see it. But Shiba Inu, in their CoinMarketCap page, it's very much illustrated the point I was trying to make. So if you look, Shiba Inu shows a market capitalization and a fully diluted market capitalization. Now these two numbers are based on the circulating supply of tokens versus the original minted quantity. So over on this right-hand side, you can see the max supply of Shiba Inu tokens was 1 quadrillion tokens. When they released it, and this seems common for these types of community token projects, 50% of the supply was burned. It was actually given to Vitalik Buterin, who is the creator of Ethereum, and he essentially sent most of it to a dead wallet. He also sent a bunch of money to India for COVID relief, which as a member of the SHIB Army I thought was pretty cool. But obviously the lower the circulating supply was, the higher the price of the token would be. Now this price of 508686, or what they refer to as 8600 Satoshi units in the SHIB Army, is based on this circulating supply. This market cap is to this circulating supply. This fully diluted market cap would be referencing the total minted supply. So if we look at Saitama, you can see Saitama only shows a fully diluted market cap, which means this price right here is based on the original 100 quadrillion token supply, which is not accurate. Currently, we know that 55% of the Saitama tokens that were originally minted have been burned. So I've got a question out to the dev team, but I have another idea today how we as a small community can put a little bit of pressure on the dev team and see if we can get an answer for this. And it might just be a matter of where we're currently listed, the size of our community, but at some point in time, they're going to have to recognize that our price should be based on our market capitalization and the current circulating supply, not the max supply of tokens. And I do have a plan to address that today. So with that said, I want to get into some basic fundamental analysis. Now you'll see two types of videos for cryptocurrency. There are some people who are very good at technical analysis where they look strictly at charts. They look at, just for instance, we'll look at the current chart for Saitama. All right. Taking a minute to load. So they'll look at this chart, they'll pick a time frame, and they'll say, okay, based on this, where would we expect the token to find support, meaning its lower level of trading, or where would we expect it to find some resistance or the top level of trading? And then they try to guesstimate based on that, when's a good time to buy and when's a good time to sell. I am a long-term holder on these. I don't have the time or energy to be trading in and out of it constantly, and the gas fees associated with buying and selling the token don't make it very attractive. Not to mention the fact that Saitama has a built-in, almost like a taxing type system. 4% of every transaction is 2% redistributed to the pool of holders, and 2% is burned. So if I'm buying and selling Saitama on a regular basis, trying to time the market, I'm going to have to make more than 8% because I'm paying 4% in and I'm paying 4% out. So I'm a long-term holder, and so I look more at the fundamentals of the token versus the technicals. I think the technicals are fascinating, and there are people on YouTube who do an extremely good job of this. Chad Reddings, for instance, in my opinion, does a great job with this. So one of the questions that came up in the last, well, let me get back to fundamentals really quick. Sorry, I'm skipping ahead because I'm excited. All right. Currently, in the last 24 hours, the new holder count, 36,802, volume of almost 12 million, which is awesome, and it's going to bode well when it comes to looking at the rewards. The overall market cap is 498 million. So I track this in a spreadsheet so that you can kind of get a look at where this has been in the past. So 36,802 means we've added 1,163 holders, which is slightly better than yesterday and way up from what it has been in the past. This tells us people are taking notice of the Saitama token and the community. We can see there was a pullback in the market cap, which means some people cashed out. And I don't know if I can say that I blame them. When I purchased into this project, since I bought it, my investment has gone up by nearly 4 to 5 times what my original investment was. Now, smart people would say that's a great time to take your money out, but I have big hopes for this community. I know this is a fledgling project. I think it has every bit of potential that the Shiba Inu community has, and Shiba Inu has 650,000 holders, and this is in the realm of 4 billion. So 10 times what we have in the Saitama project currently. We did move up a little bit in the rankings, and the burn continues. So with that said, let's take a quick look at one of the comments from last video. Now, I'm going to tout, here we go, as a community that we have the power to make some changes, and I appreciate people's comments. So this particular individual commented that they are concerned about a rug pull. A rug pull is simply when people pump and pump a project and get the price really high, and then the people with all the money or the big whales in the project sell out really quickly. And the price crashes, and the little people tend to be the ones that get hurt in these types of things. So this person says, beyond all the flashy marketing materials, looking for transparency in the dev team, having a hard time finding full names, LinkedIn profiles, etc. Can I help fill in the blanks? Well, I think that we can. So first and foremost, I'm going to point you to the website, to the transparency, and I hear what you're saying. When we look at the dev team, it doesn't necessarily give first names on all of these, but several of these folks have Twitter, and they do have YouTube channels. Steve is Steve at Rocket Crypto, gives regular updates on the Saitama project. Nam Tran, there's a last name, part of the development team. But I was able to find a website. This is the saitamainformer.substack.com, and there is an article in here about Russell, the developer. So you can dig in here a little bit deeper. You can read up about Russell and get to see a little more of his background. It does actually give his last name in here, but I can somewhat understand some anonymity for these folks. They're out in front of a project that currently has 35,000 holders. There's going to be 100,000 holders. They are very active on Twitter. Russell is actually going live on a YouTube channel tomorrow with a YouTuber named Jake Kagan. Jake Gagan, excuse me, Jake Gagan. I've watched some of Jake's videos. He has a large following. His videos are very exciting. He is what I would consider to be a pump guy. He gets people jacked up about the project. He's like a DJ. He's running music. It's kind of adult language sometimes, but Jake is a lot of fun, and he really is getting people excited. He gives away tokens on a lot of his live streams, and I'm sure they'll be doing that tomorrow when Russell goes on. But we as a community and as a growing community are going to start having more and more clout. One of the things Jake likes to do is put people on blast. So we're going to put Jake on blast and see if we can't get our questions answered. Tomorrow, Saitama Guru, who is Russell, the lead developer, will be joining Jake live on his show. The top comment currently is mine. And I'm saying Saitama Stacker community would like to ask the following. What is the best way to learn about the dev team and plans for Saitama? Why does the current price seem to be based on the original token quantity rather than the unburned supply? This would double the price if we would just go to the unburned supply amount. And I want to know how the anti-whale trap works, because this anti-whale trap is a way to try to defend against or mitigate against the pump and dump strategies, or a whale coming in and blowing that all up. And they do have a little snippet of it on the website. They say it's built into the code. I just like to know more about that. And our question from yesterday from one of our subscribers does ask that same question. So I think it's great. So what I want you guys to do, we're going to put Jake on blast. Go to his Twitter account, grab my comment, and let's put 400 hearts on this thing. Add your comments to it. Like, these are really something we want answers to. And let's show them the strength of our community and see if we can't get Russell to answer those. This is an AMA type situation. He's there to answer questions. Let's get those questions to be our questions. If you have other questions, put them in that tweet in the comments, or tweet yourself to Jake. And then let's all tune in tomorrow to Jake's show and see if we get those questions answered. All right, the final thing I want to do for today is show you my 24-hour rewards. So in my Coinbase wallet, normally I'd show it to you, but I didn't get a screenshot of it before I started my presentation. But my current quantity of tokens, and I knew this was going to look good today because we had a high volume, and volume is what drives this. I have 1,033,161,263,281 tokens currently, an increase from yesterday of 405,058,028 tokens, which means my total rewards are now in excess of 4 billion tokens over a matter of just a couple of weeks. And you can see at the current price, that's about $21 in rewards. Based on my original investment, that's not too bad for a couple of weeks. And what I'm banking on is that as this goes up in price, just the rewards portion alone are going to be worth some serious money, let alone what my total value will be based on my total token count. So folks, I hope you liked the content today. If you did, please help us keep growing as a community by liking and subscribing. Hope you have a wonderful day, and check back with me tomorrow to see if we get answers from Russell and to watch the Saitama tokens stack up on the Saitama Stacker channel.